Hello students, today I am going to teach you the chapter Why Do We Fall Ill? Now in this chapter we are going to discuss about health, disease, different types of diseases, then what are its treatments and also the principles of preventions. Now in order to understand this chapter, first it is important for us to know that how each and every body parts of our are interdependent on one another. How different parts of our body are interconnected and how they help each other. How our body, our mind is affected by our environment, our society. Now you know that all living organisms are made up of what? They are made up of cells. Cells are the basic unit of life. You all have studied this in your lower classes. So, cells are the basic unit of life, and group of cells together they form tissues. And group of tissues they form what? They form organ. And group of organ they will form a particular organ system. Now different organ system in our body, they work together to carry out different functions. And when they work together, it results into what? It results into life, or our living becomes possible. Now different organs perform different activities, like heart pumps the blood. Arteries and veins carry blood to different body parts. Again, you will find that kidney, one important organ, what does it do? It purifies the blood. Okay, now although they perform different functions, but you will see that they are all interconnected. They are all interconnected. If, for example, heart do not pump the blood, arteries and veins will not receive it. And if arteries and veins will not receive the blood, then blood will not be supplied to each and every part of our body. For example, blood will not go to the kidney. And when kidney is not receiving the blood, blood cannot be purified. Also, you know that if arteries and veins are not working, then what will happen? Each and every body part of ours will not receive nutrients, food. They will not receive oxygen, because you know that what is the main function of blood? Blood supplies oxygen, blood supplies nutrients, which is very important for the proper functioning of our body. Okay, so different organs, they carry different functions in our body, but they all work together and they are all interconnected with one another. Okay, so now let us see that any activity that prevents proper functioning of our body cells or tissues, okay, body organ, then what will happen? Our body organ system will lead to a lack of proper functioning. Is it clear? So what I am saying, that if any activity that will prevent the proper functioning of your body or your body cells, ultimately it will lead to what? Ultimately it will lead to lack of proper functioning of your body. Or in a simple way, we can say that it will lead to illness. So, it is important for us to know what are these activities. Okay, what are these activities which can lead to illness? Is it clear? So now, to understand this, what we'll have to do? We'll have to have a clear idea about two important terms. Clear idea about what? That is about health and disease. This is two important terms. It is also two important definition. So what is health? Health we can define as it is the state of physical, mental and social well-being. This is also the definition which is given in your textbook. This is one important definition. You will just underline it in your textbook and you will just read it properly, that what is health? Health, it is the state of physical, mental and social well-being. That is, it is a state of being well enough to do what? To function well, physically, mentally and socially. So when you are physically fit, when your mental conditions, mental stability is there, okay, then we can say when you are in a proper good society, then we can say that you are in a good health. Okay, so health means it is the state of mental, social and physical well-being. Now few examples, okay, they have given in your textbook. That is, like your grandmother being able to go out to the market or visit neighbor is being well, and not being able to do so is poor health. So this is a line I am reading out from your textbook. Okay, so what they are trying to say here, that your grandmother, if she is not being able to go to the market or visit neighbors, that means they are trying to say that what if she is not being able to do the daily activities which she used to do, then we can say that she is in poor health. So we can say that anything which disturb or affect our normal activity, or anything, like it may be physical, it may be mental, it may be social, anything, it will lead to what? It will lead to ill health. So any activities. Is it clear? Now let us see one important subtopic they have given in your textbook, that is how personal and community issue both matter for health. Both it matters for your health. In order to enjoy a good health, you cannot separate your personal health from the community health. Both will go together. So now let us try to understand, like if we consider that health is the state of mental, physical and social well-being, we cannot achieve it all alone, because health, it covers it has a wide meaning. Because what is health? We are saying that it is the state of physical, mental and social well-being. Okay, so all these things you cannot achieve all alone, only by yourself. You cannot achieve it. You are depending upon your society, your community, okay, where you are, and then your personal health. So we can say that our health will depend on what? On our surroundings, our environment, our society. That is the condition of our society. Because you'll see that if maximum people in our society are not having proper food, proper shelter, good environmental surroundings, then what will happen? Then we ourselves also have to face the same. Because in such a society, you cannot have a good health, or you cannot be mentally satisfied. Mentally you will be disturbed. And also, if you are living in a society with improper surroundings, then what will happen? Without proper surroundings, your physical condition will become poor. So they are all, your personal health is actually depending on the society, your surroundings, the community. So if you are having enough food, okay, you are having enough money to buy food, but in your society where you are living, they are not enjoying the same, then what will happen? Mentally, you will be disturbed. Now see, you will find that in villages, towns and cities, you'll see that physical environment is decided by our social environment. Because in such places, you will find what? You will find that public cleanliness matters a lot. You'll see that if garbages are thrown in the streets and nobody is cleaning, nobody is taking the responsibility of cleaning the garbages, open drains lie stagnant, and if nobody in the society, take the responsibility to clean it, then how much you maintain cleanliness inside your house, your room, it will lead to poor health. Because your surroundings, your society is not clean. They are not behaving in a proper, responsible way. Here and there, garbages that will lead to full of germs, which will invite disease. Okay, so how much you will try to maintain cleanliness inside your house, but that is going to affect you. Okay, so what we can say that you cannot think of personal health without thinking of what? Community health. Okay, so they will go together. Okay, now let us try to see another point that we'll agree that in order to be truly healthy, what you need? First, you will need good food. You will need good, nutritious food. You will need mental peace, happiness. Now, when we will have this enough good food, mental peace, when you have enough money. So people can have good, nutritious food when they have enough money to buy it, to arrange it. And when we will have enough money? When we have good job satisfaction. Job has to be there, okay, in the society. So in order to have mental peace, happiness, good health, body condition, everybody in the community should have enough good food, enough money, and enough job availability should be there. Okay, so when people will have good job, then what they will do? They can earn money, and when money will be there, they can go for good nutritious food. They can take care of their health. So when everybody in the community is satisfied with enough food, enough money, okay, then you'll find that nobody will, we can say to a certain extent, that nobody will mistreat each other, nobody will be afraid of each other, okay. And when this is there, then we can say that there will be what? Mental peace. Socially, mentally, people will be happy. Okay. So we can say that also in your textbook they have mentioned that social equality and harmony are therefore necessary, which will lead to individual health. Okay, so your personal health is very much depending on what? Depending on your society. Social equality and harmony. This is very important. It will depend on your society. So when your society is satisfied, community is happy, then only you can enjoy what? Your individual health. So personal and community issue, you'll find that it matters a lot. You cannot think of, personal health without thinking of community health. Is it clear? Now I think that it is clear to you what do you mean by health and how your personal health depends upon community health. That is, you cannot think of one without thinking of the other, or you cannot achieve one without thinking of the other. Okay. Now, let us discuss another important point, okay, which is also important from examination point of view, that is distinction between health and disease free. What is the difference, okay, between health and disease free? Now, before discussing disease free, let us try to define what is disease. What is actually disease means? In a very simple way, we can say that disease means what? Disease means disturbed is. Disturbed is. That means when there is any disturbance in our normal body condition. So any disturbance when you feel in your normal body condition, and sometimes when you come to know about the cause of the disturbance, then you can say that you are having some disease. So what is disease? Discomfort, disturbed ease. Also we can say uncomfortable. And when we find any particular cause for our disease, discomfort, for our discomfort, we can call it as what? We can call it as disease. This is very important. So the word disease, now you can realize that it is having, or it is limited. It has a limited meaning. When you say disease, it refers to a particular person or to a particular individual. It is not like the health. Health is not having a limited meaning. Health covers the whole society, community, personal health, all will come under this. But when we say disease, it refers to what? It refers to a particular individual. So the word disease is limited. It has a limited meaning. And when we compare it with health, as you have already seen, that when we talk about health, we need to talk about what? We need to talk about society, where we live, and its impact on us. So health has a wide meaning. So there is a difference between health and disease free. But one thing you will have to keep in mind is that a person may be disease free without having any disease, without any discomfort in the body functioning. Okay, so a person may be disease free, but he or she may not be healthy. That means when you are saying that he is disease free, so it may happen that he is not healthy. So being disease free, it does not mean that he or she is healthy. A person may be disease free, but the person may have a poor health. Why? We can say like this, because a person may be disease free, but the society, society where he or she lives is not enjoying the same. Is it clear? So such a person, cannot be mentally well, cannot enjoy a mental peaceness. So we can say that the person is not healthy, because the other people in the society are not enjoying the same. The society where he or she is living, they are not happy. So that is surely going to affect mentally that particular person. Okay? So that means we can say that it is possible to be in poor health without suffering from disease. This is one important line I am repeating. It is possible to be in poor health. You should not think that it is not possible. It is possible to be in poor health without suffering from disease. Even if you are not having any kind of disease, any kind of disturbance in your body, but you may be in poor health. That you should keep in mind. So few examples they have given in your textbook. Let me just read it out. Good health for a dancer is his or her ability to stretch his or her body parts into different but difficult but graceful position. So for a dancer, good health will be what? That she should be able to stretch her arms to some difficult position in a graceful way. Okay, then we can say that it is good health for the dancer. But for a musician, ability to stretch body parts or to difficult position, it is not good health. For him, that will be different. For a musician, the good health will be different. It will be what? That it will be that for him, the good health will be to have enough capacity in his or her lungs to control notes from his flute, because he is a musician. So good health for a dancer will be different. Good health for a musician, it will be different. Is it clear? So from the above discussion, what we have discussed with you all today, we can say that we can be in poor health without having disease. So health and disease health and disease is not the same. So disease is associated with individual sufferers, but health covers a wide meaning. Okay, so in today's discussion, what I have explained, let me summarize that how the different activities of our body are interconnected. Then what is health, what is disease, personal and community issue, how it matters for health, and what is the distinction between health and disease. So with this, I conclude my discussion for today. Thank you.